Okay? So do the mantra, Haribo, do the mantra and then go to the down dog through the vinyasa down dog. Okay? Inner groins back, inner knees moving towards the inner groins. This is a warm up, slowly stretch calf muscles, stretch the hamstrings, samapatti, to the Sanchandra, Sankalpa. Prakash, Vasana Pradya. Try to see the physical action as a mental action. Inner elbows towards the root of the tongue. Through the Manogata. Inner knees to inner groins. Through the Manogata. So the physical action as a mental action. This is the lower part of the Pradya, Virti. Willpower is outside of the Vritti. It's the focused will. Exhale, bring knees down. Then concave the back. Inhale, move hips to the right. Right upper arm rotating in, right front thigh rotating in. Left side spine is moving in towards the front side of the torso. Tailbone down. Bhumvariyariyasana. Exhale. Move hips to the left. Now right side of the spine is moving in. Right upper arm rotating out. Inner hand down. Viparita Trikona Vedana is top. Viparita Trikona Vedana on the right side. Inhalation, breathe from the minimum to maximum. Exhale, maximum to minimum. Exhale, back to center. Then inhale, turn right knee out from the hip joint. And right hand fingertips down. Move right inner knee to the side. Left inner hand down. Right upper arm out. Gently move right inner knee a little bit forward. Try to move right buttock bone towards the right heel. Sternum up. Right inner lower shoulder blade away from the spine. Through the Vasana. Exhale. Knee down, hand down. Inhale, turn left knee out, left hand fingertips down. Left inner knee away from the hip. Right outer hip socket towards the right inner knee. Sternum up. Tailbone down. Try to rotate little left upper arm out. We don't move left inner lower shoulder blade towards the left buttock bone. Inhale. Exhale, hand down, knee down. Then tuck toes in, inhale, lift knees up. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then inhale, turn right foot out, 90 degrees out, and move hips to the left. You will shift weight on the left inner hand. Right front thigh rotate out near the hip joint. You can try to shift weight on the right outer heel ball of the big toe. Stay inside the Vasana. This is through the Jaya. Nowadays, a little bit Rajas willpower is trying to take over that Vritti to the center of the Pratyaya. Inhale. Turn left foot out. Hips to the right. Left front thighs rotating out. Right inner heel is moving far back and down. Sternum up. Right inner hand down, root of the index finger down. Connect that to the perineum Mula Bandha. But Bandha before the Bandha. Observe what is triggering the Bandha. That's the Manogata. Inhale, turn toes forward, exhale. lift groins. Then inhale, right foot outside of the right hand. Open chest, sternum up, tailbone down. You can stay here or bring the forearm down. Pristhasana. You can use the block also. Go that far that you can, the spine is long. Martin, rotate left front thigh a little bit out. Aldebaran, move also left outer groin a little bit out. Outer elbow down, extend back edge of the skull forward. Sternum up, back edge of the skull, extend forward, neck lengthens. Right inner knee to inner heel. Jonas left inner groin down, Uddiyana Tha on the left side, Padvasana Pratyaya. So it's the fine thing, you try to observe what is happening before the bandha, when you do the bandha. Then left hand down, point the left foot, rotate left front thigh in, right hand on the front thigh, and then open chest to the right. Left upper arm is rotating a little inward, Vristi Parsva. Look at the right corner of the eyes. You also move right inner groin towards the inner heel, Vasana, and Dirti. Sabena nice thigh, inhale, exhale through the inner nostril. Inhale, exhale, hands down. Back to Adho Mukha Svanasana, lift groins, lift inner groins, buttocks back, inner groins back, spread the fingers. Then inhale, left foot outside of the hand. Then bring the right knee down. You can stay here, right front thigh rotating out, or bring the forearm down. Yes, open chest. You don't move back edge of the arm towards the inner elbow, through the mano gata. Be aware of the action as a movement of willpower. So focus is on that the inner mind. You see the physical posture as a mental movement. And that physical and energetical movement, what is happening, it becomes more as a reflection. So you see the posture before it happens. Rotate right front thigh a little bit out. Tracy move left buttock bone towards the left inner heel. And inhale, right hand down, left hand on the front thigh, and then point the right foot, rotate front thigh in. Open chest to the left. Adapana, lift the right side, left side lower sternum up, a little bit up. Right side lower sternum is moving down. Vristi Parsva, look at the left corner of the arms. Right inner hand down, right outer elbow down. Madhuri left buttock bone towards the heel, left inner knee away from the heel. To the Dirti, focused will. To the Vasana Pratyaya. Inhale. Exhale. Hands down. Adho Mukha Svanasana, lift groins, lift inner groins. You're going down. Then inhale, right outer foot between the hands. Left knee down. Check that the right ankle is in front of the knee and right inner foot is lying with the center torso. Sternum. Bring Martin a little bit foot forward. So the foot is in the front of the knee and then lying with the inner foot is lying with the center sternum. Also try to move the foot to the center, knee up. You try to move the buttock bone towards the floor and knee away from the floor. Manuela, move back edge of the armpit towards the front edge of the armpit. You can bring the forearm down, but move the knee off from the floor, knee up, so and the buttock bone down. Try to lift the knee up, and same time you push the buttock bone down. Be careful with the inner knee. Open chest forward now. Right shin, front thigh both rotating out. You don't move right side sacrum towards the lower sternum. And that's
through the dirti, focused wheel. Samapatti through the Samapatti through the Nirveda. It's the Santa Manorati. There's Baba of disinterest now. It's Mridu posture on the Kati Krama. Inhale, hands down. Exhale, Anukasana, lift groins, spread the fingers. Relate the spine between the shoulder blades. But don't do it through that Chinta, do it through the Vasana. Mental absorption through the Chandra, in conjunction between the lumbar and thorax. You enter into the Vasana Pranayama. Inhale, left foot between the hands, right knee down. And then you try to lift the left knee up, left knee is moving up, left buttock bone is moving towards the floor. There's resistance. So you can stay here, keep the hands down. Or bring the forearm down. Yes, like that. Then you rotate left front thigh out, left inner knee is moving away from the inner heel. Upper arms rotating out, near the shoulder joint. Big bone is moving in towards the upper sacrum. By the Hatha Vedana, breathe to the sides. Also breathing. Don't leave the Vasana Pradhyaya. See how the breathing is also mental movement first, before it manifests on the physical level. You see the breathing before it happens on the physical level. There's time difference. The physical breathing is reflection of that mental part. Inhale, press hands down. Exhale. Adho Svanasana. Groins, spread the fingers, ball of the big toe, the heel down, ears line with the upper arms. Neck long. Then inhale. So forward and sit down. Flex the foot. Sternum up. Take Dandasana. Weight on the center of the buttock bone. Inner heel forward, ball of the big toe forward. Inner knees towards the inner groins. Then inhale, lift arms up. Lift little finger side up. Sternum up. Build the line from the buttock bones to lower sternum. Then lengthen the line between the lower sternum and back edge of the skull. Exhale, take the shins or take your feet, open chest, and then Paschimottanasana, Samaniya Vedana, Swasa. 1/3 beginning of the inhalation, dominate the breathing cycle. Vritti Vedana is upper vritti, which means that the inhalation, breathe back side up to the throat center, exhale front side down. Inside the Vasana Pradhyaya Samapatti, mental absorption to the Nirveda Marma. Nirveda Marma is, if you go one angle back, one tip of the thumb back from the Anahata, center of rib cage, then you go down and to the right. And that's the Marma for the Nirveda, for the bhava, emotional mood of disinterest. Mind can stay neutral when you do the action, upper sacrum towards the lower sternum, but that action comes through the mood of disinterest. Immediately when there's interest, you start to take the sides, and mind is not neutral to object. You want to, upper shoulder blade towards the back edge of the armpit, through the Santa Manorati. Inhale, concave the back, upper arms rotating in, Yanodristi, look at the knees, engage the inner thighs. Upper arm is rotating in, front thighs rotating in,
That's happening on the Indriya Pratyaya level, but you try to observe it through the Vasana. Because that's where it starts. Inhale. Move upper sacrum in, try to do the back bend. Upper sacrum in, low inner shoulder blade in. Center of the spine, Madhya Merudanda, is doing the back bend. Open chest, sternum up. Let upper arm out. Tailbone down. Inhale. And exhale, release. Then inhale, left hand. Take the right knee and then twist to the right. Navel, lower rib, shoulder line. Thanks. Stira Vera. Look at the right corner of the eyes. Samapatti through the Uparam is the Vatsalya Manoharati. Mind is dominating over itself. Center of buttock going down, lower sternum up, try to see the action and the breath the same time. See the action in the mind and context where the action is coming from. See at the same time mind is dominating over itself. Then exhale, concave the back. Move right down, little back, right inner elbow back, look over right shoulder. Push inner heels forward, away from the hip. Inner groins moving towards the floor. Right upper arms rotating in. Moving inner groins down. Because we're right inner lower shoulder blade away from the lower sternum. Through the Vatsalya. Sternum up. Try to push ball of the big toe forward. Inner heel away from the ball of the big toe. And exhale, release. Back to center. Inhale, lift sternum up. And then twist to the left. Navel, lower rib, shoulder. Keep your eyes level. Yalandhara is Adatha. Madhya Prasthata Hankanda Mula Mukha. Don't do the Bandha. Do it through the Vasana. See the Bandha is Manogata Vritti. Adapara upper sacrum. From the left side towards the lower sternum. Through the Vatsalya. Be aware of the action. Be aware of the mind field. Simultaneously. Mental awareness rise above the mind field and the mental content. It's the Vatsalya dominating mind. Inhale, exhale, left hand little bit back and then lean on the inner elbow. It is stretching the rhomboids between the shoulder blades and the serratus of the back edge of the arm, between the costal muscles, between the ribs, especially on the back side of the ribs. Flex the foot, but we push inner heel ball of the big toe a little bit forward, use the ball of the big toe. Inhale, and exhale, release. And inhale, left heel next to right buttock bone, right foot. Keep foot down or right foot over the knee, press the hip or take the inner foot, open chest to the right, navel lower rib shoulder, right buttock going down, right inner groin down, Vistipar, so look at the right corner of the eyes, sternum up, and inner lower shoulder blades moving towards the lower sternum, still inside the Vatsalya. Try to be specific. There's no pratyek, there's no sukshma kriya. Samapatti through the uparam. Uparam is between the shoulder blades. And exhale, then concave the back, look at the right outer groin, Pungvata Matsyendrasana. Try to bring your nose towards the outer groin. And collapse a little bit on the left side. Left. Buttock bone is taking the weight. upper shoulder blade moving away from the Kanta Kupa, a bit of the throat. Still inside the Vatsalya. And this is through the giant. Willpower is trying to take over the Vritti. Through the Rahu. Exhale, release. And inhale, other side, right heel next to left buttock bone. Take the right foot open chest to the left. Madhuri, press the right inner foot down forward. Yes, Manuela left inner lower shoulder blade towards the lower sternum, through the Vatsalya, through the giant. It's the Stira Vedana. The shape of the breathing long and narrow. And Prasvasa, 1/3 beginning of the exhalation is dominating the breathing cycle. With the left inner groin towards the floor, be aware of the action and the mind feel. It's the Vatsalya Manorati. And then exhale, concave the back to get the left outer groin. Left front thigh rotating a little bit in. Pungu Adha Matsyendrasana. Sabedana is thigh. Inhale, exhale through the inner nostril. Exhale, release. Then inhale, left heel next to right buttock bone. Take the right foot. You can take the shin or take your foot. And then open chest, Padayora, right wrist, look at the foot. Upper arm rotating out, upper sacrum is moving in. Then you press center of buttock bone down, lower stem. Surrounding upper shoulder blade a little bit away from each other. And inner heel up, right buttock bone down. As you move upper sacrum towards the lower sternum. Samapatti through the Nirvedana, it's the Santa Manorati. And then right inner heel up, right inner groin down, through the neutral mind. Exhale, concave the back, upper arms rotating in, move the forehead towards the knee. The elbow down. Janusirsa, Sukha Crown Chasana. Now inward rotation on the upper arm. Center of sternum is moving towards the center of rib cage. Ura's bandha is ha. Between the fifth and sixth ribs, Madhya Bahya Uttama Sarira. Compress towards the center of sternum. Inhale and exhale, release. Leg down. The other side, right heel next to left buttock bone, take left foot. Padayora, right wrist, look at the foot, inner heel up, inner groin down. Upper arm rotating out. Manuela, left inner knee towards the inner groin. Upper sacrum is moving in towards the lower sternum. Try to do it through the pratyaya, so it's the Nirveda. Cross package of the arm between the elbows, Nirveda and Jayat. So Yalandara Adhatha, Nirveda, Jayat. At the paramove center, stand a little bit away from the center of rib cage. By using inner lower shoulder blade towards the lower sternum. Exhale, and concave, move the forehead towards the knee. Upper arm is rotating a little bit inwards. Pubic bone is moving towards the upper sacrum.
Inhale. And exhale, release. Okay. And then knees hip wide. Roots of the fingers down. Inhale, open chest forward and up. You can stay here or hold this first little bit. Root of the thumb down. Lower sternum up. Press buttock bones down. And in a lower shoulder blade towards the buttock bone. And then if you can inhale, lift pelvis up. Spine towards the ceiling, sides moving towards the floor. Front thigh rotating in, upper arm rotating out. This is on the pratyeka, samaniya, samapatti the chandra, vajrasana pratyeka. Focus on the faculty of desire, so willpower in the mind. And the spine is moving in, see it as a mental movement. Through the will, through the focus, will, Purnahayatara Vedana, lateral breathing. There's a space between the lungs, the diaphragm is moving up. Exhale, is moving down. Exhale, buttocks down. And then turn knees to the right. Open chest to the left. Pungu. Ardha Purvattasana, root of the index finger down. Left side lower sternum is moving up, away from the knee. Right side lower sternum is moving down, towards the right inner groin. Tailbone down. It's the Parsva, get the left corner of the eyes. It's the Samadarsana. So reveal at least this over absorption through the mudra. Exhale. And then knees to the left, open chest to the right. Sternum up. Generally right upper arm out. Generally flat, right side lower sternum up, away from the knee. Right side is doing the thoracic is doing the back bend. Left side is concave. Right upper arm is rotating out. Left is rotating in. Right side upper sacrum is moving in. Left side upper sacrum is moving out. Out means away from the front side. And exhale, release. Okay? And then concave the back, lower back and move in elbows back. Weak bone up towards the navel, upper edge of the ace is towards the floating nose. Other bottom, move the inner knees towards the inner groins. Madhuri inner heel towards the front edge of the mat. Try to stretch the muscle between the shoulder blades, rhomboids. And exhale, release. Then dorsal side of the hand down. And now straighten arms without overextending the elbows. You can try to bring the sacrum towards the floor. Stay here, or if you can, lift the knees up. Open chest up. Sternum up. Flex the foot. Urdhvastasana, Matsya, Navasana. Kami push inner heel up. Out the heels, towards out the knees. This is Samapatti through the Samamarma is the Dasa. Outer hips look at the inner knees, mind is following the action. Inhale. And then exhale, release. And then bring the balls of the foot down. Inhale. And from there, you try to move the inner knees towards the mat. Open chest up. Root of the thumb down. Rumari Trishti. Look up between the eyebrows. Lateral breathing. Yes. Without move the inner groins towards the upper sacrum. Put the thumb down, connect root of the thumb to the center sternum. There's 6 nadis between. Inhale. And exhale, release. And then line your back, Supta Parasana.
feet together. And then inhale, lift legs up. Right leg over left. Interlace the fingers, root of the index finger up. And exhale, legs to the left. Arms to the right. Go over right shoulder. Relax lower back. Try to feel the breathing in your lower back. Inner lower shoulder blade towards the right inner groin. Samapatti through the Uparam, it's the Vatsalya. The right inner lower shoulder blade is moving towards the right inner groin. Try to be aware of the action, which is the movement of inner lower shoulder blade, and the mental mind feed where the action is stemming from. That's Chinta, and it's the physical action. Inhale. Arms up, legs up. Exhale, change the grip of the hands on the left leg over your right, and the legs to the right, arms to the left. Look over your left shoulder. Root of the thumb, index finger, moving away from the nose. Relax lower back, shoulders and neck. Stira bedana. The breathing long and narrow. Prasvasa, at the beginning of the exhalation, is dominating the breathing cycle. Inhale, arms up, legs up, and exhale, hands down, and then legs down. And then inhale, press the shins, or take your heels, inner heels. And now you can try to move the inner knees down and ball of the big toe down same time. Press the lower sacrum down, so don't straighten the legs. Move the inner knee and ball of the big toe same time down, so, which means that knees stay a little bit bent. And both upper arm rotating out. Samapatti through the Nirveda, Santa, Manorati. Again, it's neutral mind. To the bhava of disinterest. Upper arm rotating out. Do it through that mental, neutral, mental relationship. And then inhale, straighten the left leg and move the right heel towards the right buttock. You can turn head to the left. Angustamarya, please look at the root of the thumb. Inhale. And exhale, straighten the right leg. Left heel towards the left buttock bone, turn head to the right. Upper arms rotating out. Other arm push left inner heel away from the hip. And it's the dirty external wheel. Inhale. Come back to center, keep knees bent, and now move the inner knees towards the floor. With your shins perpendicular to the floor, heels pointing straight up. Keep the sacrum down. So keep the lower sacrum down, front thigh, shall rotate, back of the thighs a little bit in, inner knee towards the floor. And exhale, release. And then bring the heels next to buttocks, balls of the foot down, ball of the big toe down, and so the shoulders. And then inhale, Try to move inner knees towards the floor. You can cross the opposite elbows. And breathe to the sides, the Purnahaya Dharavena. Lateral breathing. When you do inhalation, expand chest out and up. Observe that space between the lungs and diaphragm. When you do inhale, it's moving up. Diaphragm itself is contracting, moving down. Exhale, the space between the lungs and diaphragm is moving down. Diaphragm itself is expanding, moving up. And inhale, turn left knee in, right knee out and up, and then do side bend to the right. Right inner knee is moving up and out, left inner knee is moving in and down. And then exhale. And inhale, left knee out and up, right inner knee in and down. Right side bend to the left. Inhale back to center. And exhale, release. Take knees on the chest, rock your back. Couple of times from side to side. And forehead towards the knees towards the forehead, Apanasana. Back of the thighs rotating out. Upper arms rotating out. And exhale, straight legs. Back to Supta Tadasana. And inhale, left hand on the front thigh, take the right knee. Or grip the big toe. Exhale, right leg towards the right shoulder. Right buttock bone towards the left heel. Samapatti through the Nirveda. Again, neutral mind. Right inner knee away, inner heel away from the inner knee. To that bhava of disinterest. And then exhale, right leg out to the right, rotate back of the thigh out. Extend left arm out to the side, left palm is facing up. Then you push left inner heel up, forward and left inner groin down. Viparita Trikona Bena. Inhalation, breathe from the minimum to maximum. Exhale from the maximum to minimum. Inhale, lower abdomen is moving in and up. Exhale, it's moving down and out. Samapatti Chudana Hatha, inside the Vasana Pratyaya. Madhurya. Pockets of the armpit towards the right inner elbow. To that moment-bound mind, observe the vritti, the mental movement in the moment. The mind acts spontaneously in relation to its content. Inhale, right leg up. The left hand, take the right outer knee or outer foot. And exhale, right leg to the left. Extend right arm out, look over right shoulder. Right outer groin is moving towards the left inner heel. Relax lower back. You feel the breathing in the lower back, Samapatti through the Upara. Be aware of the content and context. It's Vatsalya, dominating mind. prasvasa. And the beginning of the exhalation is emphasized when it comes to the breathing. Inhale, right leg up, grip the big toe, left hand on the front thigh and then move right leg towards the right shoulder. Left inner groin is moving down, left inner heel away from the inner knee. And then exhale, right leg down, Supta Tadasana, bring feet together, spine long, and then right hand on the front thigh, take the left knee or grip big toe. Then exhale, left leg towards the shoulder. Madhuri, move left buttock bone towards the right heel. Ami, push left inner heel up. And this is to the Nirveda. With the right inner groin down. You're gonna slower sternum away from the navel. Through the jaya. Samaniya Vedana on the Paritista level. Keep the volume of the breathing same throughout the whole breathing cycle. And Svasa, 1/3 beginning of the inhalation is dominating the breathing. Exhale, left leg out. The back of the left thigh out. Extend right arm out. Look over right shoulder. Viparita Trikona Vedana. Inhalation, breathe from the minimum to maximum. When it comes to the volume of the breathing, exhale from the maximum to minimum. Observe how, try to see the astic nature, how the nature of the posture is activating the anahata. And that's how mind is naturally moving towards the madhurya manorati, towards this moment. It's not just theory. We try to understand how the physical, you put the body into certain position, it activates certain marmas. When the certain marmas are activated, mind is moving towards a certain direction. Try to see that connection. Asana is mental state, not abstract way, but actual defined way. Inhale, left leg up, right hand take the outer knee or outer foot, and exhale. Left leg to the right, left outer groin towards the right inner heel, then turn head to the left. Relax lower back, try to relax your neck, relax your temples, relax your eyes. Observe how the asana is activating the uparam between the shoulder blades, among other marmas. And that supports moving the mind towards the Vatsalya. Mental awareness rises above the Prasanta Vahita and Samskaras, mind field and mental content. The nature of the posture is supporting the Vatsalya. And by tuning in into that Vatsalya, you tune in the posture as well. Inhale, left leg up, grip the big toe, right hand on the front thigh. Exhale, one more time, move left leg towards the left shoulder. And exhale, leg down. Feet together, Supta Tadasana. And inhale, legs over the head. Open the legs. You can support with the hands, support your back. Or if you can, bring the forearm on the front thighs, palms together, tip of the thumbs on the forehead. Then point the toes, a little bit lift the feet off. Buttock bones towards the ceiling, inner groins towards the ceiling. Samapatti to the Uparama. Again is Vatsalya. Outer hips forget inner knees. Dominating mind. Ball of the big toe away from the inner heel. To the Vatsalya. Inner elbows towards the root of the thumb. Upper arm is rotating out near the shoulder joint. Then inhale. Bring the thumbs on the sacrum. And exhale, left leg, drop it back. The front thigh rotating in. Lean a little bit on the right side sacrum. Flex the foot, push right inner heel away from the hip. Exhale, leg down, still inside the Vatsalya. This is Adi Mantras or Saranagati. Let the willpower disappear in the Vritti. Willpower is surrendering in the action. This is Adi Mantra posture in the Hala Krama. Exhale. Then inhale, bring the feet together. And exhale, bend the knees next to the ears. If you can try to take the outer heels or outer foot. Padahasta, Karnapidasana. This is Madhya posture to the child, Vatsalya to the child. Keep the weight on the shoulders. Inhale, straighten legs, press the outer foot, Padahasta, Halasana, Dirti, inner lower shoulder blade towards the lower sternum to the focused will, and to the Vatsalya, see the action, see the mind field. Exhale, hands down behind the back, and then slowly come down, knees on the chest. Rock your back. And then roll up. Okay, then bring the soles of the feet together, hands under the shins. The crown of the head towards the inner feet. Side hilya bena. Accept the breathing as it is. Yes. Manuela, move inner upper shoulder blade towards the inner elbows. Martin, move pubic bone towards the navel. Samavati through the Nirvana. It's again neutral mind. That's very typical for the Tasana. Inhale, open chest, forward and up, upper sacrum in, upper arm rotating out, try to lengthen the neck, extend back edge of the skull a little bit forward. Exhale, release, and then cross the shins. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, lift groins. And lengthen the spine between the shoulder blades. Lengthen the lumbar spine. Because for our outer heel down, inner knees up. To the giant, it's on the radial level. Exhale, knees down. The crown of the head up. Bring the hands down, Sarvasasana. Roll the weight on the back edge of the skull. Keep the throat side long. This is Aisvarya, it's the Manorati. It's a little bit of the throat and root of the chin. Great distance. through the Madhuri. Exhale, forehead down. In a low shoulder blade, we choose the buttock bones through the Dasi. Mind is following the action. Keep inner hand down. Inhale, right temple down. Right elbow down, look over left shoulder. Left inner lower shoulder blade, choose the left buttock bone through the Dasi. Mind is initiating the action, mind is submitting itself to the content. Exhale, inhale, left temple down, left forearm down, lift to the right. Stay up. So rotate right upper arm out. Then you move right inner groin back, little bit back. Exhale, crown of the head down, then inhale, lift knees up. Turn palms up. And then try to walk towards the feet. If you can, lift the heels up and move your knees towards the armpits. Adahasta, Ardha Niralamba, Sirsasana. Move the heels towards the buttock bones towards the heels away from the balls of the foot. And this is Samapati to the Samamara, so it's the Dasya Manora. Icons of the armpit towards the inner elbow, mind is following the vritti. Then inhale over the legs, balls of the foot down, and then interlace the fingers. Extend arms away from the spine. And then inhale, twist to the left. Be careful with your neck. Right shoulder comes near the right ear. Exhale. And twist to the right. Open shoulder line to the right. Left shoulder is lifting up next to the left ear. And exhale, hands down, knees down, forehead down, let the buttocks in towards the heels. Sacrum, spine is sinking down towards the towards the dorsal side of the torso. Side inner Vedana to the Mula Bindu. Mula Bindu, one tip of the thumb down from the highest part of the brackets of the skull. Accept the breathing as it is. Inhale, extend arms forward. Fingertips down. And then right thumb under the left, right shoulder down. Parshva, Virasana, Angusta Madhya twist, look at the right, second joint of the right thumb, left upper arm is rotating out, Adaha, Adataya Taravena, passive breathing, energetical expansion between the lungs and diaphragm. Yes. Trace rotate right upper arm, leave it out. You don't move right inner lower shoulder blade towards the right buttock bone. Then inhale other side, fingertips down, and then left arm under the right. Look at the left hand. Right upper arm, you can bring the palm down, right palm down. Inhale, arms forward, come on your forward. Tuck toes in, exhale, Ardha Chandrasana, lift corners. Sides long, spine long. And turn left heel in, right foot between the hands. Left thumb on the sacrum.
down from the sacrum. Right front thigh rotating out, left front thigh rotating in now. And try to work a little bit on the back bend. Upper sacrum in, lower inner shoulder blade. Do the back bend on the center of the torso. Center of the spine. Madhya Merudana. And rotate right upper arm a little bit in. Yes. Jonas move floating is from the right, little bit in to the left. Exhale, hands down, or fingertips down. Open chest, salamba purvattasana. Samapatti through the upparam is the vatsalya. Extend back edge of the skull forward. Right inner foot down, forward, left inner thigh is moving back. Sternum up, open chest, forward and up. Then inhale, right outer foot down. Bend the knee. And then open chest. Left hip down, right arm to the side. If you can bring the fingertips down. Open chest to the right. Uddhvastika. Sternum up, yes. Be careful with the inner knee. So right inner knee away from the hip. Right front thigh rotating out. Right buttock bone towards the left inner heel. At the right corner of the eyes. And exhale, hands down. Adho Mukha Svanasana, lift groins, inner groins back, buttock bones back. And right heel in, left foot between the hands. Right side, palm of the sacrum. Now rotate right front thigh in, left front thigh rotating out. Right upper arm rotating out, left upper arm rotating in. So left side, right side, try to do the opposite. Breathing. Exhale, hands down, fingertips or hands down. And then open chest, forward and upper arm rotating out. Samapatti through the upparam vatsalya. Right inner knee, still stay in the vasana. Right inner knee to inner groin. Be aware of the action and the mind field. How we move left outer groin a little bit back. Slightly back. Upper arm a little bit out. Exhale, left outer foot down, right hip down. And then extend left arm out. If you can try to bring the fingertips down. Open chest with the left. Right upper arm rotating in. Left upper arm is rotating out. Side lower sternum up, right side lower sternum down. Inhale. Exhale. Adho Mukha Svanasana, lift groins, buttocks back, inner groins back. Spread the fingers. Then step halfway forward. And then Prastadaha, Uttanasana. Move buttocks behind the heels. Buttocks behind the heels. Because when I press inner heel down, use that as to move inner groin back. There's two nadis between. Then inhale, hips to the left, open chest to the right, without moving the hands, without moving the feet. Hips to the left, open chest to the right. Exhale, other side, hips to the right, open chest to the left. Inner hand down. Exhale, then hands to the right side. Front thigh rotating in, upper arm rotating in. Press the inner heel down and back. All of the big toe down. Exhale. Hands to the left. the left side long. Exhale, back to center. Then inhale, extend arms forward, bend the knees. Sternum up. All of the big toe down. If you can, lift the heels up. So you're going down. Load the arms at heart through the Vasana. Then inhale, come up, Vipada Vriksasana, tail going down. And then sit weight on the left, ball of Victoria will lay in on the left. Weight on the right side, Parsva, Vipada. Inhale, back to center, exhale, heels down, arms down. And then interlace the fingers behind the head. Front side pelvis up, let the weight of the arms move nose towards the boobies. Relax shoulders, relax neck, bend the knees. Then inhale, over chest, Virshana, Asana, sternum up, push the heels down, center sternum up, Rumani Tristi, tail go down, one side pelvis is moving up, moving forward towards the navel, through the saki, exhale, arms down. Feet together, and then inhale, lift arms up, exhale. Inhale, open chest, exhale. Inhale, Spanda Chaturanga, Spanda, exhale. Inhale, Kumbhakasana, exhale down. Inhale, open chest, exhale, stay inside the Vasana. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. This is on the Spanda, so it's Dasana. Exhale, inner east, inner crunch. Mind is following the action. Inhale, Kumbhakasana. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, open chest. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, Kumbhakasana. Exhale. Inhale, rotate the palm out. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, and inhale. Jump forward, sit down. Ladies can bring the right leg in first. If you can, take the other Siddhasana or Siddhasana, toes between the calf muscle and thigh. And then sides long, take the Vedana Mudra, tip of the thumb on the second palm of the index. Samapati through the Chandra. Mental absorption through the conjunction between the lumbar and thoracic. The awareness enter into the Vasana Pratya, which is the faculty for the desires and willpower in the mind. Desires come more near the conscious mind. That's Vasana Pratya. But if you try to bring the desires near the conscious mind, that's Bahir Pratya. So stay with the practice, stay with that Sukshma Kriya. Then go to the Dana Marma, one angula down from the crown of the head, there's Dhruva. One angula is tip of the thumb. And one tip of the thumb back from the Dhruva is Dana. And then Bahir Dana. Giving mind, give the mind to the breathing. Giving is going outwards. as a mental instrument. Then Antardhamma. Give the breathing to the mind field, Prasantavahita. Giving mind is moving inwards. Then Atmadana. Give the breathing to the mental awareness. Giving is moving towards the original self. It's moving more subtle level. Observe how the giving mind, Dhanamis Darsa, is the mental instrument, active part of the mind. And its mental state, Pratyaya, mental faculty. And then Purnata, back to passive breathing. And the finishing mantra, Padmanjali Mudra. Om Swastisya Sakala Prasidatam Dvendu Bhutalisam Dorya Manaskavatam Vatatam Madokse Vesitam Om Diraptiki. Om. That's it. And then Ayapatya Yoga Duprasana and then Salam. Salam over there. With the legs and palms up. Then lift. Right leg couple of centimeters off from the floor, tense the muscles and relax. Lift left leg, tense the muscles and relax. And tense your buttocks and pelvis, inner thighs. And relax. Then press lower back against the mat. Tense your abdominal muscles. And relax. Relax sides and armpits. Then lift right arm up, couple of centimeters, make fist. Tense the whole arm. And relax. Left arm up, big fist. Tense the muscles, whole arm, hand, and then relax. Move shoulder blades towards the buttock bones. Curve the back muscles engage, and then relax. You can turn your head a couple of times. From side to side. Relax neck muscles, jaws and tongue. And gradually let the head stop back to the center. Relax facial muscles, temples, Mahya Mukha, and eyes. Feel the heaviness on the inner corner of the eyes. Relax forehead, crown of the head and backside of the skull.
To the Jala Pradhyaya. Relax brain, let the front brain sink down towards the mat. To the Bhu Pradhyaya, Mamsa. Relax heart. The heart sink down towards the backside of the body. To the Jala Pradhyaya, inner organs. Release the tension from the water element between the organs, and organs move towards the floor. And then Punata, Yatharabena, passive breathing. Bahirpradhyaya Yoga Nidra is Setu Bandha, Samaniya to the Surya, Chindanti. Observe that inner mind, to that faculty of thinking, an internal physical awareness. Mind moves towards the Susupti. Mind start to shut down. To become aware of the dirti, willpower, when it exists outside of the vritti, that mental movement. The willpower is focused on the object. Jayat, to become aware of that willpower when willpower is engaging with the vritti directly. Willpower is trying to take over the mental content. Then Saranagati. Observe the willpower that is surrendering the vritti, the mental content. Willpower that is disappearing in the mental content. The vritti and the will becomes one. The mind rests on that Saranagati, Manogata, surrendered will. Inhale, extend arms overhead, long stretch. If you need longer savasana, you can stay there. Sapasecum down. Exhale, release knees on the chest, rock your back. You can turn on your side and come up. Okay? So there's these three levels of this dhanam. There's the bahir dhanam. Dhanam is the giving mind. Giving mind is dasa. Giving mind is dasa. Dasa means is the mental instrument. And like a mental content simultaneously. Okay? And then when the giving mind is moving outwards, that's the bahirdan. Okay? Example, mind is giving itself to the breathing. Okay? And then there's the antardhanam, when
when it's happening opposite way, where breathing is moving inward, or like a giving mind is moving inwards, which means that like a breathing is given to the mind field. Okay, that's moving inwards. Inwards doesn't mean always more subtle. These are two different things. Like this Antardanam and this Sukshmadanam or Atmadanam, they are different things. Sometimes someone may be some subtle level of consciousness, but because the content is gross, it means that it's not more subtle. Consciousness is more inward. Sometimes it may be that like one is more gross level of consciousness, but the content is more subtle. So it's not that straightforward. Okay? And Atmadanam is when the consciousness, the giving mind is moving more towards that spiritual platform, which means that it's called Atmadanam. When the breathing is given to the mental awareness, which is more closer to the citta. Okay? Let's take the story. So there's the story of this. Now we a little bit move forward. So now we leave that Gopinath Vattanayaka finally behind, and then if we move forward, so that there's these devotees from the Bengal, they come to the Jagannath Puri, okay? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is there, and then they're having the kirtan there. They sing like chant the mantra, and after they have, it takes long time. They go to their own places, and they rest. Okay, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is resting in his room. It's a very small room, like it's called Kandira. Okay, and he's lying there so that his legs are over the door line. Okay, can you see his small, very small room, and he's blocking the doorway. And then there's Govinda, his servant. Usually before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is taking rest, the Govinda comes and massages his feet, especially, okay, and legs. So this Govinda is coming there, and then he asks Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to move. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is testing. He says that I cannot move, I'm so tired. And he asked many times, I'm coming massage you, can you move? Because it's etiquette thing. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is basically guru of these Govindas. You cannot step over the guru, not literally and not on the subtle. This is one teaching, okay? So you cannot step over, but you cannot also step over like a practice, right? One has to understand one's position, okay? I try to walk over teachers. That's modern way to do things. You serve someone. When you get what you want, then you walk over. It happens. Yoga is not different. This yoga community is not different. It's same as everyone. Everyone calls namaste, namaste, namaste. After you give them what they want, then they use it against you. They walk over. Okay? So anyway, so then the Govinda he make the decision, he put the blanket over the Chaitanya, he step over him and he start to massage his feet. Okay? And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu fall asleep, and then he's sleeping about 45 minutes. It's explained there. It's about 45. Anyway, so he's sleeping, and Govinda don't leave the room. This is nice teaching in this story. Okay? And then when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wake up, he's a little bit angry that why didn't you go and take your prasadam, eat your lunch? Why you sit down there? See, he says that I cannot step over you because you are my teacher. Like I cannot get out from the room. He says that that you just do what you did before. He didn't say anything. He was just quiet. He didn't say anything. But what he thought in the mind, this Govinda, he thought that for the service I'm willing to break the rules, but for my own enjoyment I'm not willing to break the rules. So this is important teaching. Important teaching. That we don't understand that for this, he thought that for my own sense enjoyment, which was eating, I'm not willing to do that offense that I step over the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but serve him when he came to massage his feet. I'm willing to do it. So this is should be the attitude of devotee, which means that I'm careful that I don't make any offenses based on or break the etiquette based on my own sense enjoyment, but with my service. For my service I need to do that. But what is the service? Service is the relationship. I cannot just use this to be whimsical, which means that I was doing it for the service. Service means that I'm doing it for the service. Do you understand this? So it's like it's not something that I can abstract. That I was doing it for the service. But if that's not the case, can you follow this? Like you can give some examples that I can. Like if I ask you to bring the glass of water, okay, and you bring the milk because you want milk, and then I say that I was doing it and I didn't follow the instruction because I was doing it for the service. I'm just using the philosophy. This is happening very easily. People do it. They use the philosophy. We learn this fancy philosophy, and then we use it to support our own shortcomings. I hear it all the time. People quote the Shastras. You can see that there's no will to do it. I don't want to do it, and I'm quoting the Shastras, so I don't need to do it. Okay, I'm doing it for myself. That's not really service. Okay, that's not really service. So you can see that it was nice teachings here. One teaching that I cannot step over those who actually help me, spiritually especially. Which means that if I'm student, I always stay in the student, even if I can become like a very qualified. I'm always staying, student. I may explain things there, but when I go to my teacher, I don't speak unless someone is asking me. I'm not trying to put myself in there. Okay? Do you understand what I mean? I have to know my place. I cannot go there. I have more students than you. Do you understand what I mean? He has 5 students. I have 6. Okay? Okay, so I cannot say that, okay, I'm more qualified now. Because that's not true. Okay? Even if one is getting more remember, this is the law of cause and effect. I'm doing this because I learned it from someone. Okay? And even if I sometimes may surpass on the external understanding, like a detail, it's based, that my external understanding is still based on where I got it. Can you follow this? It's still based on that. You see it sometimes, student becomes like they learn someone, because of some intellectual thing, they learn the scriptures and everything better than the teacher. Example, Bhaktisiddhanta's, who was Guru of Bhaktisiddhanta? Gorakisara Bhaktisiddhanta. Bhaktisiddhanta was like a scholar. He basically, if you read his books, it's like, you have to have dictionary all the time. He uses that kind of words, English word that you don't understand. Okay? So he was like and his guru, the Gorakisara, barely know how to read. So this is not about, first of all, it's not about the external learning. And even if it's on the external learning, even that impetus, that connection to practice, that's coming through the teacher. I cannot undo that. I'm always in debt. People do it, they jump from one teacher to other and then they spoil their own practice. This is the problem. Because every time I get something, especially this spiritual practice, I have to pay it back. I'm in debt. Do you understand what I mean? And if I'm changing constantly, I'm just collecting more debt, which means that I'm actually not serving anyone. Okay? I have to understand that if I get something, I have to pay. Like example, we are part of the ISKCON, which is Prabhupada's movement. Sometimes people may say that, I don't want to be part of any institution. But remember that the institution is Niyoga, that institution is Prabhupada's. It's his desire. And if I'm aligning with his desire, I'm serving. Okay? These are some things. I don't like also big institutions and stuff like this, but I like more service, so I'm willing to do it. So it's this kind of things that people talk about. We have to understand that mark, that mission of the Guru is non-different from the Guru. That mission of the Guru is Guru's extension of Guru's desire. Okay? And by serving that mission, I'm serving the Guru. And it's not easy always. There are always problems. If you go any society, there's problems. But what can you do? I'm in debt that I cannot pay. So what do? You keep on trying. You keep on trying, and then you progress. Okay? That's it. Do you have any questions, any problems, comments, arguments, issues, complaints? No?
Yes, Guruji, good morning, Guruji. Can you hear me?
Yes, very well. Your internet is good. Could be better, but it's good.
Guruji?
Yes.
I would like to ask him about after the class. Do you have maybe a little bit time? I would like to have
Chat.
Little bit. Do you have time?
Is it? You mean? Is it okay? Are you coming evening class or no? Can you come or no?
Today, yes, I hope so.
Yeah. Or other option, if you don't have time, is it possible that we could have evening? We could have chat. Is that okay? Even if you don't come to class, after the class, even if you cannot make it to the class, we can have chat. Maybe 8 p.m. my time. Is it? It's same time there, isn't it? Or no? Yeah.
Yes, certainly. Thank you so much.
Is that okay? 8 p.m. we can have chat. I can call you through the WhatsApp and we can have chat. Is that okay?
Yes, Guruji. Thank you so much. See you later.
Yes, see you later, Manu. Alex. Thank you. Anything else? So this is all others also. Let me know if you sometimes want to have some, like a darshan, you want to have some private talk, you just let me know. Usually that time after the evening class, that's okay for me. Of course, if it's midnight there where you are, then we have to think something else. Okay? But let you know that. Okay? I'm available. I'm your service. Okay? Thank you. See you later. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Okay? You have any questions, anyone?